Hi, I'm Eric Lanask. We are here in Santa Clara at our Editor's Day. Joining me now from Plantronics, Bo Wilder. Bo, great to talk to you again.
Nice to see you too.
Let's start off. Let's talk about unified communications. When people start talking about UC, it's always about the applications and cloud this and that. But one of the things that people don't often talk about is the headset. And I think for me personally, you got to have a pretty decent headset if you're going to make it part of your unified communications portfolio. And I know that's something that you feel strongly about.
Yeah, for sure. Plantronics, we're the world's leader in UC endpoints. We've been in the business for over 50 years, and our products are becoming increasingly more intelligent. We like to talk about being the last 3 feet of the UC experience, right, and really unifying that unified communications promise. And we've got new products in the market that are proof points of that. One area that we're finding in this unified communications world is, as companies go on this smarter working journey, which we've been on at Plantronics for, 5+ years now, is companies are opening up the workspace environment. They're bringing down the walls. They're removing the offices in the hopes of increasing collaboration, right? In fact, even UC has been rebranded UCC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unified Communications and Collaboration. And the lead work design firms like Gensler, they've been pushing this type of workplace revolution. And even their own research has shown their 2013 workplace survey results. They went back and touched the customers that adopted that workplace environment. And despite trying to build an environment that is supposed to be increasing collaboration went down 20%. And the reason was, as they dug into their results, and we found this in our own proprietary research, is that individual knowledge workers are having a lot harder time trying to do individual focus work. And the reason is that the noise in the open workspace environment now is increasingly difficult to do work. It's making it very, very difficult. So we've actually started to look at that problem very holistically. We've introduced some new products. One of them is this Voyager Focus UC product, and it's focused squarely at solving that problem, right? So it's got active noise canceling, so you can actually isolate yourself on the receive side. It's got intelligent sensors, so you can actually just put on the product and answer any UC call that's coming in. And we like to think it just simplifies all of your communications complexity that's still out there in the enterprise world.
So it almost seems like you've taken two separate products and kind of combined them into one. Is it as simple as that, or is there more to it?
Well, it's always more difficult as you get under the hood, right? But those are the two places we actually are focusing a lot of our innovation efforts on, right? So we call it taming communications chaos and keeping people in the zone, right? So this product and more products from Plantronics in the future will be focusing on solving those major pain points. The way we've looked at the problem, we've done our own proprietary research as well. We've interviewed over 2,000 knowledge workers to segment the different personas because not everyone works the same way. We found a number of problems that we can help solve, right? So devices are absolutely proliferating, right? So our own research shows that on average a typical knowledge worker uses 7 different devices throughout their communication work week, right? Which is pretty incredible. Juggling that complexity from a device perspective is getting harder and harder. And then there's the UC communications-capable applications, right? So you have your UC applications that we know and love, the Skype for Businesses, Cisco Jabbers, they buy one X's. But then you've got all the over-the-top applications on your mobile phone, right? So the WeChats, the Facebook Messengers, the FaceTime, having our hooks into all of those applications so that you can actually have the experience where you just put on your headset and you say hello, we think is a real nice promise to our customers.
Very, very exciting stuff. Now, I think maybe the one place where you're not going to find an application, right, is it's not. This isn't going to be the device that you're going to wear at the office and then wear it out to your car at the same time.
It's an interesting point. So this product, maybe. It's actually Bluetooth. You see people actually listen to music on the subway and, at Starbucks doing work and stuff. And this handles music as well beautifully, right? It'll actually isolate you through Bluetooth A2DP. It's a nice experience. We also have more slimmer designs that are, kind of more discreet if that's your preferred preference. But we actually see Plantronics playing a role in both your work life and your personal life. And we want a product that will seamlessly transition with you throughout the day.
Very, very interesting. What about taking it from the enterprise, the pure enterprise environment, to the call center? This is certainly a need in the call center as well.
Yeah, so the call center, it's you're kind of almost mandated to use a headset, right? So we're on your body, 8-10 hours a day as it is. And just like we're making, these devices more intelligent, we're making our contact center devices more intelligent as well. And you might think contact centers, been around a long time, they're probably slow growth, and not much is changing, but we actually see the opposite. There's quite a bit of innovation happening in the contact center space. Dimension Data came out with their recent 2015 contact center report, and a full 75% of the customers they engaged with for that report said that they see contact centers as a key differentiator for their company. That's a huge finding, right? The reason being is these are make or break moments with customers, right? All the easy stuff is handled online now, right? You spend your 10 minutes on the web trying to get your question answered. By the time you call into a contact center, you're already there. You just need somebody to help you with a problem. And your problem isn't a simple one where you can solve it yourself, right? So the knowledge workers that are now contact center reps, they're increasingly of value to these companies. They're a lot more expensive to train. It's a lot more painful when they lose one. And we want to be able to develop devices that actually make their jobs easier as well. So we have a couple of products recently announced, the DA70 and DA80, which is our digital adapters, which actually make the whole call center routing capability a lot more seamless. So it actually has a quick disconnect digital cable to our headset tops that when the agent disconnects, it actually updates the ACD to not route calls to them. So you don't get into that ghost rototiller thing where you think there's an agent there, but you just ring through and then you get put back in the queue. So building more and more increasingly intelligent devices to make the contact centers work better and save money and let the knowledge workers be the brand ambassadors that they are supposed to be is where we're headed.
Very cool. I want to touch on one additional point or question, and that's you've mentioned sensors a couple of times.
Yeah.
What do sensors have to do with headsets?
Yeah. We kind of like to say inside the company that we're kind of almost the original wearable, right? Mm-hmm. Sure, the watch predated us, but other than that, we're kind of the original wearable. And, that's a really prized position to be, right? We're actually on the human, right? We're on the head. We've got the capability to actually derive a lot of really useful information from being in that position, right? So the products in market today, they know if they're on or off your head, right? They know which devices you're connected to. They know how near or far you are from those devices, right? Some of our leading concepts that we have in the marketplace under our PLT Labs umbrella have the capability to do full head tracking capability, full 9-axis head tracking capability. So actually knowing where you're looking and being able to use that information to light up new experiences is pretty interesting.
Wow, I certainly can't wait to see some of those applications.
Yeah.
Hey, Bo, great to chat with you. Always a pleasure having you with us.
You too, Eric. Thanks.